Merry Christmas. Um, I just wanted to just point out a couple things. Um, Today's the 22nd, and from pretty much like nowish till like the new year, it's gonna be a bit harsh for people. Like it's already been harsh, right? It's that time of year, right? But it's like people need to be mindful. Like obviously myself included. I'm not trying to say I got it figured out or anything, but there's times to be patient, right? Because like people are gonna be hurting. People are gonna be there's a lot of pain and I'm just gonna narrow it down geographically to like my location or my city. So there's a lot of pain in Peterborough, right? And it's just there's pain everywhere, but just speaking for Peterborough, I guess. But there's a lot of pain here, right? So it's like, or wherever. Some people are watching this elsewhere. I don't really know if people care to watch or listen to me, even though I feel like one day I'm gonna speak. I'm not trying to compare myself to Hitler, but like Hitler is a name that never will die, for better or for worse. And I don't agree with evil. I'm not trying to, glorify that by saying his name because they're two separate concepts. There's a person, and then there's the actions that were followed through by the Nazis. And yes, he was blah 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 in power, and he was responsible, who whatever. But it's like, whatever. I'm not gonna get into semantics about it or whatever. But what the fuck was I gonna say? Fuck. Um, just saying Hitler. Just go say whatever. Oh my god, come on, brain. That's so fucking dumb. Like, what the fuck was I thinking? Or I had to justify it for the sensitive ears. Lost train of thoughts just because I had to like word it. Oh yeah, speech. So I think one day I'm gonna give a speech, and I think that speech is gonna change things. So for better or for worse, this is what I do. So I'm not. It's like narrow it back to why I got sidetracked. Like I was kind of narrowed down to Peterborough, right? Because the whole world's suffering, right? But if people, so there are people outside of Peterborough that are watching this, and like, it's the same message goes to you. I just don't expect people to listen to me really right now, but in the future, there's going to be voices that are reason. There's going to be many voices of reason, and I'm sorry, but I think that mine's going to be one of them, and whatever. I don't really care if people want to acknowledge that. Like Hitler was nothing more than a speaker, and a guy ran the fucking world, and his name will never die. Like he was practically a nobody until he did a speech. You know, so I don't really care if people appreciate or what I do or acknowledge what I do, or whatever. I don't care because I know that at the end of the day, it's about the masses. It's not about the individuals, right? So Peterborough is already full of Dutch, so I don't really care what the masses think here. It's more or less like whatever. I don't want to think about that right now. My point is, um, these are hard times, and take it from somebody who doesn't have family, and nobody ever is like, Luke, you want to spend Christmas with me, like, or nobody cares. Like, and I know I'm not the only person, right? So I'm not trying to like, well, poor me. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just pointing out facts, like a science. Like today, I went to go ask a social worker to go out for a coffee. Like I was gonna buy that person a coffee, and a meal if they were hungry, to show my appreciations, right? But because they weren't on the clock, they didn't have time for me. Because they weren't making money or whatever. They had other things to do that were more interesting or whatever. The point is, like, like I don't know. Even though I couldn't show them that I like buy that person a coffee and show that person that I appreciated them taking the time to listen to me and just give them some insight on like where I what I've come to in realization of my since last time I saw that person. Um, and I was just kind of hoping for like a positive like human interaction, and it just is too much to ask. And it's not like their fault. Like time's a thing, right? They were busy. I didn't call and schedule, yada yada yada. But at the end of the day, like I can't even buy somebody a coffee. Not alone like have anybody wanting and willing to spend time with me for Christmas. So when I tell you these are hard times, and then, like, I get it. I live it. I've been in jail on Christmas. I've been in like the worst situations you can be in on, during these times, and like it's a hard time. You know what I mean, for everybody. So I think it's important that if you value what I have to say, or at least acknowledge what I'm saying, take it, take, you know, like, I'm gonna go out of my way to try to be nice to people. I'm still gonna say Merry Christmas and hold doors open for people and try to be positive, even though I have nobody that gives a fuck, that actually gives a fuck, that's willing to drop what they're doing and acknowledge my existence and care and just listen and not talk and like actually like, you know what I mean? Because I have people that actually might spend time with me, but they just want to talk. They want to project. They want to just verbal diarrhea. Blah 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 blah. Somebody's listening, right? But like for me, it's like I don't really have anyone that will listen to me. Like and it doesn't really matter. I don't really care because like we go the less it matters, unless who gives a fuck. But it's like I just want to say like if you're going through a hard time or you miss somebody in your family or a partner or whatever, something's not going your way, just try to be positive during these times because it could always be worse. And things are gonna get better. It's about how you perceive it. So if you're gonna, it's Christmas, I hate my life, blah blah blah, it's gonna be negative. If you say it's Christmas, but it's so beautiful outside, and I'm gonna watch a movie and just chill, and just if you have animals, I'm gonna love my animals. If you have kids, I'm gonna acknowledge my kids and maybe go do something fun with them, or maybe put the video games down and spend time with your family in some level and make some effort because maybe everybody's too scared to make the effort, so everyone's just hiding in their devices and staring at their phones and shit and video games. But like, at least try to make the effort because laughter is contagious, so is positive energy and some and good things. And I don't know. I just think that like people need to try to be positive during these times because that's all we can do. The world's going to shit, and it's inevitable. It's like we're all, metaphorically speaking, we're all in the Titanic. The iceberg's coming up. We're gonna hit it, and we're all gonna die, and that's the facts. And who gives a fuck? So I say, just dance and enjoy yourself while you still can. Spread some love. Be patient. Be kind. Be understanding. Be forgiving. Be merciful. And be real. And be honest. Be kind. Nothing more. Merry Christmas. Cheers.